Life often presents us with challenges that test our resilience. And two such challenges, academic pressure and emotional turmoil from breakups, can feel overwhelming. The weight of studying, with the constant push to meet deadlines and perform, often leaves us drained. Similarly, a breakup can shake us to the core, draining our emotional energy and making us question our worth. Yet, both situations present an opportunity for growth. Life's challenges, as painful as they are, can mold us into stronger versions of ourselves if we choose to persevere through them. When it comes to studying, it is natural to feel overwhelmed at times. The sheer volume of material, coupled with the pressure to excel, can make procrastination tempting. But remember this: every page you read, every problem you solve, and every concept you grasp is a step closer to your dreams. Think of your studies not as an obligation, but as a bridge to the future you envision. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline stays. When you don't feel like studying, do it anyway. That consistency, even when it's hard, separates those who succeed from those who falter. Small, steady progress always beats bursts of motivation followed by inaction. Make a plan, set small daily goals, and celebrate the victories along the way, even if it's just finishing one chapter. On days when your mind feels sluggish and distracted, remind yourself why you started in the first place. Are you working toward a degree to give your family a better life? Are you trying to build a career that excites you? Purpose is a powerful motivator. Write down your why and keep it where you can see it. When motivation dips, let your purpose ignite the fire again. Yes, it is hard. Yes, the journey will be frustrating at times. But think of the pride you'll feel when you look back and realize you conquered your doubts. Every person you admire, whether they're doctors, engineers, artists, or entrepreneurs, has faced the same doubts. They push through, and so can you. When it feels like the material is too much, or when failure hits, that's when growth happens. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. If you stumble, learn from it and adjust. If your efforts feel unrecognized or unrewarded, don't let discouragement win. It's not about instant results, but about becoming the person capable of achieving what you desire. Growth takes time. Progress might be invisible today, but it accumulates. When you invest time and energy into learning, you are planting seeds that will eventually bloom. Parallel to academic struggles, emotional battles like breakups can feel just as draining. The end of a relationship often leaves us questioning our self-worth, haunted by memories, and stuck in emotional limbo. But just like with studies, pain offers a choice. Let it. Make studying a habit, not just a task to complete. Start small. If you must, set timers for 25 minutes of focused work, followed by short breaks. These moments of focus build momentum, and with time, they compound into significant results. You don't have to be perfect every day. You just need to show up. Success isn't reserved for those who always feel motivated. It's for those who push through even when motivation won. At times, your mind may whisper doubts. What if I fail? Or is this even worth it? Silence those thoughts by reminding yourself why you started. Visualize your goals vividly. Picture the joy of receiving your degree, landing that dream job, or starting the career you've worked so hard for. Those visions are fuel to keep going, especially on the toughest days. Each failure along the way isn't the end, it's a lesson. Instead of fearing setbacks, embrace them. They teach you where you went wrong and show you how to improve. But what happens when your emotional world crumbles, like in the aftermath of a breakup? It's no secret that heartbreak can make everything, including studying, feel pointless. It's okay to grieve and feel the weight of sadness. Pain demands to be felt, but it doesn't have to define you. The end of a relationship, though deeply painful, can be the beginning of a new chapter. It's in these moments of loneliness and reflection that you rediscover who you are, separate from the person you once leaned on. When you feel broken, it's easy to want to retreat, to stop everything and wallow in sorrow. But remember, pain is temporary, and so is failure. They are phases, not permanent states. Use the hurt as a motivator. Channel the emotions into your studies. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself, not to prove anything to anyone, but because you owe it to yourself. This is your journey, and setbacks, whether academic or emotional, are part of the process. When you study with the weight of heartbreak pressing down on you, know that you're building resilience. Every day you choose to get out of bed and hit the books, you are proving to yourself that life goes on. You're showing yourself that you can thrive, even when things feel unbearable. The best way to heal from heartbreak is through progress, personal growth, self-improvement, and achievements that make you proud. It's not about revenge or proving anything to your ex. It's about reclaiming your life and focusing on your goals. There will be days when the pain resurfaces unexpectedly, and that's okay. Healing isn't linear. On those days, allow yourself to feel, but don't let it consume you. Take breaks, breathe, and remind yourself of the person you are becoming through all this. The person who keeps going, even when it's hard. Use studying as your refuge and act of self-care. With every task you complete, every concept you understand, you're not just progressing academically, you're also healing emotionally. Transform your pain into passion. Let the disappointments drive you to achieve something extraordinary. There's a kind of beauty in rising from the ashes. Your academic journey, much like life, isn't about avoiding difficulties but learning to thrive in spite of them. Each page you read, each topic you master, brings you closer to the person you want to be, a version of yourself that is stronger, wiser, and unshaken by the storms life throws at you. In the grand scheme of things, the challenges you face now, whether academic stress or the heartache of a breakup, are temporary. But the lessons they leave behind are lifelong. You're learning not just facts and formulas, but also patience, resilience, and self-love. Keep showing up for yourself every day. Stay consistent, stay committed, and trust the process. One day, you will look back and realize that everything you endured was shaping you into the person you were meant to become. And when that day comes, you will thank yourself for not giving up, even when it would have been easier to do so. You will realize that the hard days, the ones when it felt impossible to move forward, were the very moments that built your strength. Every late night you spent with your books, every tear shed over a failed relationship, and every step you took when it felt pointless were laying the foundation for the future you've always dreamed of. Growth doesn't happen when things are easy. It happens when you face challenges head-on and refuse to back down. There will come a day when the pain that once felt unbearable fades into the background, replaced by pride in what you've accomplished. You'll look at yourself in the mirror and see someone who didn't let failure or heartbreak define them. You'll see someone who made it through the storm and came out better on the other side. This isn't just about studying for exams or moving on from someone who hurt you. It's about realizing your worth and the power you hold within. Motivation will come and go, but your commitment to your dreams must remain unwavering. There will be distractions along the way, but every time you refocus and keep moving forward, you're proving that your goals matter. The road isn't always smooth, but the destination is worth it. Remember, your future self is counting on you. Whether it's getting the grades you need or rediscovering joy after a breakup, every action you take now is an investment in the person you are becoming. When it feels like life is too heavy, take things one day at a time, one task at a time, one step at a time. Celebrate your small wins, no matter how insignificant they may seem. Finished a chapter? That's progress. Went a whole day without thinking about your ex? That's healing. Each small victory is a reminder that you are moving forward, even when it doesn't feel like it. Be patient with yourself. Growth takes time, and so does healing. Surround yourself with positivity. Listen to motivational talks, read inspiring books, or watch videos that reignite your passion like the content you sought out today. Remind yourself why you started, and don't hesitate to reach out for support when needed. You don't have to carry every burden alone. Whether it's friends, family, or mentors, there are people who believe in you, even when you struggle to believe in yourself. Understand that you are not defined by your past, neither by academic failures, nor by broken relationships. The person you are becoming is shaped by how you rise from those experiences. You are always evolving, learning, and adapting. Life's challenges are not roadblocks. They are stepping stones. Use them to build the future you deserve. Keep moving forward, even if it's just one small step at a time, because every step counts. At some point, you will realize that the hardest moments were not setbacks but setups for something greater. Your struggles have given you a depth of character that can't be taught. They've given you empathy, resilience, and the ability to persevere. And most importantly, they've shown you that no matter how tough things get, you are tougher. So, when you feel lost, remember this: you are a work in progress, and that is perfectly okay. Life isn't a race, it's a journey. Every challenge you face, every tear you cry, and every victory you achieve is part of your story. And your story is far from over. Keep writing it with courage, hope, and determination. The best chapters are still ahead, and the person you are becoming will be grateful that you never gave up. Stay committed, stay patient, stay strong. Your future self is waiting, and they will thank you for every moment you chose to push forward no matter how hard it seemed at the time. You are unstoppable, and this journey you're on is just the beginning of something incredible. Keep going. You got this. And when those incredible moments finally arrive, the ones you've been working toward, you'll understand that every struggle, every sleepless night, and every heartbreak was preparing you for this. It won't just be about the achievement itself, but the person you became along the way. Success will taste sweeter because you earned it through grit, perseverance, and a refusal to quit, even when the odds were stacked against you. You'll realize that no one can take away the knowledge you've gained or the strength you've built. These are yours to keep, forever embedded in your character. When others ask how you did it, you'll know it wasn't magic or luck. It was a process of falling, rising, learning, and growing. You'll stand taller, not just because of what you've accomplished, but because of the confidence that comes from knowing you can face life's toughest challenges and still thrive. This is why it's so important to embrace both the hard work and the heartbreak. They aren't distractions from your journey, they are the journey. They shape you, mold you, and refine you into the version of yourself that you were always meant to become. And when you reflect on those moments that felt impossible to overcome, you'll smile, knowing they didn't break you. They built you. The key is to keep showing up for yourself. Even when the motivation fades and the heartbreak feels raw again, trust the process. Trust that with time, your efforts will pay off, and the pain will transform into strength. Life will continue to challenge you, but now you'll know that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. You won't just survive, you'll thrive, carrying with you all the lessons and victories that came from the hardest chapters of your story. So whenever you feel tired, overwhelmed, or lost, take a deep breath and remind yourself why you're doing this. You're building a future that belongs to you and only you. You're becoming someone who knows how to balance ambition with self-compassion, someone who can face emotional loss without losing sight of their dreams. You're creating a life where every success is meaningful because it was achieved with hard work and resilience. Keep going, even when it feels like you're moving slowly. Progress isn't always obvious, but it's there. One day you'll wake up and realize that what once felt impossible is now behind you. You'll realize that the late nights, the lonely days, the doubts, and the heartaches were all worth it. You are stronger, smarter, and more capable than ever before. And in those moments of triumph, when you look back at the road you've traveled, you'll know that the challenges didn't defeat you. They prepared you. You'll be grateful that you didn't give up, that you chose to believe in yourself when things got hard. Because now you stand at the threshold of a future filled with possibilities, a future you built with your own hands, step by step, day by day. This is your journey, and it's far from over. You have more dreams to chase, more mountains to climb, and more victories to celebrate. The path ahead won't always be smooth, but you now know how to navigate it. You've learned how to rise, how to heal, and how to keep going even when everything feels uncertain. So, no matter what life throws your way, whether it's the pressure of studies or the sting of heartbreak, face it with courage. You are more than capable of turning every setback into a comeback. The power to create the life you want lies within you. Keep moving forward, step by step, knowing that everything you want is on the other side of persistence. The best is yet to come. And as you keep walking forward, you'll discover that the most important lesson wasn't just about reaching the destination, it was about becoming someone who knows their worth. Someone who can persevere through life's toughest seasons and still find meaning in the process. You'll understand that life isn't just about achievements or relationships. It's about the person you grow into as you face each challenge with an open heart and an unshakable spirit. Every time you chose to study instead of giving up, every time you decided to heal instead of holding on to anger, you were planting seeds for a future filled with possibilities. Those efforts didn't just push you toward external success, they helped you build a mindset that no obstacle can break. This is the strength you'll carry with you for the rest of your life. One day, when you encounter new challenges, whether in your career, personal life, or relationships, you'll be ready. You'll remember how you survived difficult days and how even in moments when the world felt heavy, you kept moving forward. That knowledge will become your inner compass, reminding you that no matter what happens, you are capable of overcoming anything. People around you might notice the shift within you. They'll see someone who radiates quiet confidence, someone who has learned to balance ambition with grace. You'll no longer rely on external validation because you'll know your worth from within. You've worked through self-doubt, heartbreak, and setbacks. And in doing so, you've cultivated an inner strength that no one can take away from you. And as you continue on this path, you'll also realize the importance of self-love and balance. Success isn't just about how hard you work, but also about how well you take care of yourself along the way. You'll learn that rest is not weakness, that setbacks are not failures, and that taking a break doesn't mean giving up, it's simply part of the journey. In the process of pursuing your goals, you'll develop a deeper sense of purpose, knowing that everything you've gone through is necessary to prepare you for the person you are becoming. You'll begin to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles to fear. You'll understand that every disappointment, every sleepless night, and every tear was part of the mosaic of your life, making you resilient, compassionate, and determined. With time, you'll find that even the most painful memories lose their sting. They become stories of transformation, reminders that you had the courage to let go, to grow, and to move on. The breakup that once seemed unbearable will become a chapter that taught you to love yourself first. The academic stress that felt insurmountable will become proof of your ability to persevere through anything. And perhaps the most beautiful realization will be this: you don't need to have everything figured out right now. Life is a journey, not a race. The path will twist and turn, but every step matters, and every experience shapes you in ways you can't yet see. The important thing is that you keep going, keep believing, and keep trusting in your ability to create a meaningful life. So, as you move forward, stay kind to yourself. Celebrate your small wins. Forgive yourself for your missteps. And remember that progress isn't always visible. It often happens quietly, beneath the surface. Stay committed to your dreams, not because everything will always be easy, but because you know deep down that you are worth the effort. You are already enough as you are, but there's also no limit to the amazing things you can achieve. Life will continue to challenge you, but now you know that you are ready for whatever comes next. You've built the strength to weather any storm and the wisdom to cherish the sunny days. The best part of your journey is still ahead, and with every step you take, you are becoming the person you were always meant to be. Keep believing in yourself no matter what. You've come so far already, and there's no telling how much further you'll go. The future is yours. Embrace it fully. Walk toward it boldly, and never stop moving forward. And as you step into that future, you'll begin to see that the most rewarding moments aren't just the big victories, but the small ones along the way, the times you chose to get out of bed when it felt impossible, the nights you opened your books even when every fiber of your being wanted to quit, the days you smiled again after thinking you never would. These moments matter. They are the threads that weave resilience into the fabric of your character. In time, you'll find that life has a way of surprising you. The goals that once seemed distant will start aligning, not because life suddenly got easier, but because you learned how to face it differently. You've developed a mindset that embraces challenges, one that no longer waits for perfect conditions or fleeting motivation to take action. Instead, you've mastered the art of persistence, showing up day in and day out, trusting that every small step forward is meaningful. The beauty of this journey is that you'll learn to appreciate the process just as much as the results. Success won't be defined solely by grades, career milestones, or romantic relationships. Instead, it will be measured by your growth, how far you've come, how much you've learned, and how deeply you've healed. Even when life doesn't go according to plan, you'll recognize that every twist and turn played a role in shaping the person you are becoming. There will still be moments when doubts creep in, but they won't paralyze you anymore. You'll know how to acknowledge them without giving them power. The fear of failure will no longer control you, because you've learned that failure is not the end, it's part of the learning process. And the fear of being alone will lose its grip, because you've discovered that your worth isn't tied to anyone else's presence in your life. This kind of growth, the kind born from struggle, is invaluable. It allows you to face future challenges with a sense of calm and clarity. You'll no longer feel the need to outrun discomfort or avoid difficulties. Instead, you'll meet them head-on, knowing they are opportunities for expansion. The same energy that once went into doubt or regret will now be channeled into progress and self-care. And as you continue to evolve, you'll find that life rewards those who persist. The doors that once seemed closed will open unexpectedly. New relationships will enter your life, friendships, partnerships, and connections that align with the person you've become. These relationships will be healthier, built on mutual respect and understanding, because you've taken the time to know yourself deeply. You'll attract people who complement your journey, not define it. Even your studies will start to feel different. What once felt like a burden will become an investment in your future. You'll begin to appreciate learning as a tool for personal and professional growth, rather than just a requirement to meet deadlines. Every new concept you master and every challenge you overcome will be a reminder of your capability and potential. You'll realize that education isn't just about grades, but about the mindset you develop along the way, one of discipline, curiosity, and self-mastery. Most importantly, you'll come to understand that you are not in competition with anyone but yourself. Life isn't about comparing your path to others. It's about creating your own. Some people will achieve their goals sooner, and others will take longer. That's okay. What matters is that you keep going at your own pace, staying true to your journey, and trusting that you are exactly where you need to be. And when you reflect on everything you've been through, the late nights, the heartbreak, the doubts, and the breakthroughs, you'll feel a deep sense of pride. Not just because you reached your goals, but because you never gave up on yourself. You kept believing, kept learning, and kept growing, even when things felt uncertain. This is what makes your journey so powerful. It's not just about where you end up. It's about how you carried yourself through the challenges, how you found light in dark moments, and how you kept moving forward when it felt like the easiest thing to do was quit. You are the author of your own story, and every chapter, whether filled with struggle, triumph, or quiet moments of peace, is part of what makes it uniquely yours. The journey isn't always easy, but it is always worth it. And as you continue to move forward, one step at a time, you'll discover that the best version of yourself is not just waiting at the end of the road, it's being created with every choice you make along the way. So keep going, keep believing, keep becoming. The world is full of possibilities, and you have everything you need within you to create a life that you are proud of. The path ahead might not always be clear, but you've already proven that you have what it takes to navigate it. Your story is far from over. There are still mountains to climb, dreams to pursue, and moments of joy waiting just around the corner. Keep writing your story one step at a time. You've got this.